Do you ever wonder how your life would be if you were differently abled? This question is not meant to sow seeds of discomfort, but rather to challenge our perceptions. Society, often in its unspoken language, has created a narrative around disability. A narrative that sees disability as a limitation, a barrier, an obstacle to overcome. This narrative, though perhaps unintentional, breeds misconceptions and stereotypes that have far-reaching effects. Imagine for a moment being constantly defined by what you cannot do, rather than by your abilities, your talents, your dreams. Picture yourself navigating a world that, more often than not, overlooks your potential, focusing instead on your perceived shortcomings. This is the reality for many differently abled individuals. It's a reality that carries an emotional and psychological toll that often goes unnoticed, unspoken, and unaddressed. But what if we were to challenge these perceptions? What if we were to question these societal norms that have been ingrained in us? What if we were to confront these stereotypes head-on and shatter them? What if, instead of seeing disability as a limitation, we saw it as just another facet of human diversity, as unique and individual as the color of our eyes or the sound of our laughter? The first step in this journey of change is understanding. Understanding that disability is not a marker of inability. Understanding that individuals with disabilities are not defined by their disabilities but by their abilities, their strengths, their passions. Understanding that disability does not diminish a person's worth or value. It's about shifting our perspective. It's about challenging our perceptions. It's about creating a society that is inclusive, empathetic, and understanding. A society that sees beyond the disability, that sees the individual. It's about recognizing that each one of us, regardless of our abilities or disabilities, has something unique and valuable to contribute. Imagine a world where we see beyond disabilities, where we see people for who they truly are. Empathy, a simple act of understanding, can break down the tallest walls of misconception. Empathy, at its core, is the capacity to step into someone else's shoes, to understand their feelings, their struggles, their victories. It's the bridge that connects our hearts to the hearts of others, fostering a sense of shared humanity. In the context of disability, empathy takes on an even greater significance. It's the catalyst that propels us to look beyond societal labels and see the person underneath. It's the light that illuminates the path to inclusivity, revealing the strength, resilience, and determination that defines individuals with disabilities. Empathy challenges misconceptions. It questions stereotypes. It demands that we see disability not as a limitation but as a different way of experiencing the world. It reminds us that every person has the right to be seen, heard, and valued. Empathy is not just about understanding others' experiences, it's about recognizing their humanity. Disability is not a limitation, it's a different perspective. We often think of disability as a barrier, a hindrance, something that limits a person's abilities. But what if we shifted our perception? What if we saw disability not as a limitation but as a different way of experiencing the world? This shift in perspective can empower us to redefine disability. It can inspire us to challenge the societal stigmas and misconceptions that often surround it. It can help us foster a society that is inclusive, accepting, and accessible for all. So how do we do this? Start with empathy. Understand that each individual's experience is unique. Encourage open conversations about disability. Promote accessibility in every aspect of our society, from our buildings to our technology. And most importantly, celebrate the diversity and resilience of the human spirit. Changing how we define disability can change how we see the world. Each of us has the power to make a difference. Are you ready to use yours? We all have a role to play in this world, a part to act, a difference to make. And that starts with challenging the perceptions and stigmas surrounding disability. It starts with you, who can listen with understanding, speak with empathy, and act with inclusivity. Think about the last time you interacted with someone with a disability. Did you see the disability first or the individual? It's time to flip the script, to see the person before the disability, to understand that disability is not inability, but simply a different ability. When you next encounter a person with a disability, I challenge you to see their strength, their resilience, their determination. Encourage others to do the same, because together we can create a world where everyone is seen, heard, and valued for who they are. Together, we can break barriers and redefine disability in society's eyes. Thank you for joining me on this journey of understanding and empathy. The journey we've embarked upon today is not a simple one. It is a journey that requires courage, openness, and a willingness to challenge the status quo. It's a journey that begins with a single step, a single decision to see the world from a different perspective. We've explored the societal perceptions and stigmas surrounding disability, and we've uncovered the transformative power of empathy. We've delved into the concept of redefining disability not as a limitation but as a different way of experiencing the world, and we've issued a call to action, an invitation for each one of us to become advocates for inclusivity and equality. But this journey doesn't end here. It's a continuous process, an ongoing effort to create a world where everyone is valued, accepted, and included, regardless of their abilities or disabilities. So I invite you to continue this journey with me. I invite you to join the Ascend Avenue family, a community of individuals committed to promoting understanding, acceptance, and inclusivity. By subscribing to the Ascend Avenue YouTube channel, you're not just gaining access to more inspiring content, you're becoming part of a movement, a global effort to break down barriers and redefine disability in society's eyes. Each video, each discussion, each story shared on this platform is a step towards a more empathetic, inclusive world. It's an opportunity to learn, to grow, to challenge your perceptions, and to play your part in creating a society that values and respects all its members. When you hit that subscribe button, you're sending a powerful message. You're saying, I am here, I am ready to listen, I am ready to learn, I am ready to challenge my biases, I am ready to be part of the change. So, I encourage you, take this step. Subscribe to Ascend Avenue. Join us on this journey of understanding and empathy. Become part of a community that believes in the power of inclusivity and the strength of diversity. Remember, change begins with a single action, a single decision. And today, you have the opportunity to take that step, to make that decision. You have the opportunity to be part of something bigger than yourself, to contribute to a cause that is reshaping society's understanding of disability. So let's continue this journey together. Let's continue to challenge perceptions, to promote empathy, to redefine disability. Let's continue to break barriers and create a world where everyone is seen, valued, and included. Join the Ascend Avenue family, and together, let's ascend to greater heights of understanding and acceptance. Thank you for your time, your attention, and your willingness to be part of this journey. I look forward to ascending with you.